Welcome to the Intelight tutorial 115. This tutorial is about selecting a pattern from an input. Applying any input can activate a pattern immediately. This input could be a switch in the cabinet, a input from a system coming down through communications, or detector. Any input can be mapped and we can activate a pattern immediately. The little example exercise we're depicting here is an intersection which has a cabinet on it, and we have a radar detector that's going to measure the speed and congestion of the throughway. So we got an inbound, an outbound, and when we reach a certain level, we want to immediately go to a pattern. So if the inbound reaches a certain level, go to that pattern. If the outbound reaches a level, go to that pattern. Or if they're both on, then we will go to a third pattern. So to program this is very, very simple. You start up max time. I went in and made sure that we're running recycling on a pattern, and I simply go down to my cabinet, advanced I/O, cabinet configuration, and I need my input. So I look at my I/O modules. I have one I/O module, so it makes it simple. Go to my input pins, and normally I have the first 8 are vehicle detectors, the second 8 are PED detectors. And we don't usually have a phase 1 pad or a phase 3 pad. So I'm going to change it to unit timing plan C. And phase 3 pad, I'm going to change it to unit timing plan D. So instead of being a PED detector, it's now going to be this radar detector coming in. So it'll put a call in at a certain level of occupancy and reduced speed. So the speed goes below 30 miles an hour and you got 60% occupancy. It puts a call in on this pin. Now we'd wire it in the cabinet. We simply have to hit apply to make this happen, but all we're doing is we define the unit timing plan C and we put the pattern number that we want to go with. And we have patterns 1 to 128. So on C I put 11, on D I put pattern 12. So if the inbound reaches it, it goes to pattern 11. The outbound, it will go to pattern 12. So I go into my patterns and I want to make sure that I have a pattern 11 and a pattern 12 because I don't want it to go free. So I check that out. So inbound, it goes to this pattern, outbound, it goes to this pattern, and if they're both true, it goes to pattern 10. So that's how it operates. So to test this application, I simply go and make sure we're running, and then I'm going to open up a second window because right now it's running pattern 3 by time of day. So I'm going to right click and open up my inputs and my outputs in another window so I can see both. So down here on my inputs, which was the bottom row, if input number 9, which is normally PED phase 1 detector, I've now made it plan select, and that's pattern 11 because I have programmed it as pattern 11. Input 11 is mapped to pattern 12. And if 9 and 11 are on, it goes to pattern 10. So we have a special case embedded in our software. If we got both directions true, then we have to go someplace, so we make it 10. So we'll give this a whirl. We'll simply click 9 and hit apply. And notice up here, it immediately goes to pattern 11. So comes around, picks it up, and that's good. So let's scroll down and let's change it. So we'll uncheck number 9 and check 11, hit apply, and we immediately go to pattern 12. Now, it's got to go to T0 to pick up the pattern, but 12 has been selected and it runs. So now I'm going to hit both of them, both 9 and 11, and pattern 10's running. You can't get much simpler than that. This works really good with a key switch in the cabinet. If you got to empty a parking lot, you can just flip it to a pattern that you have pre-programmed. Pretty cool stuff, huh? This application is a lot simpler than using traffic responsive and indexing up to a pattern and indexing down. It's a way just to ground an input or make an input true and select a pattern. So it gives us a whole new set of tools in our toolbox. Thank you for watching this tutorial with me. I hope to see you next time. Bye.